Shut the hell up.
I think their findings are a tad of but they're just there. And it's also odd to see that official government typeface on the sign to unbelievable. I'm sure I can't wait to know it. It's intended to be an object of kindness and helping. Just like to the person. Remember, I think about just how this is that it might indicate that there's a lot of kids and you know, two groups together. So, I mean, I don't know if I get much kids and so I personally found I don't know. It's just it's strange.
Glory, glory, what the hell am I way to die?
These were brought to my attention by Mount Marks and Hardtack 15. To preface, aerated water is water which has had air added to it somehow. Occasionally, naturally, but almost always because it's involved in some sort of contraption. This can be done in pumping, spraying, mixing, and is done for all sorts of purposes from water quality, environmental minerals to immediate drains. However, in lots of circumstances, this aerated water keeps its particles from trying to work safe water. So those particulates combined with the concentration of air bubbles increase the water's density so that you don't naturally float. On top of that, since machinery is involved, there could be traps for big parts that otherwise make this isn't true. Could you get out? Yes. Water naturally working like well, no. And that is why these signs are so crafty. It's a rare encounter of danger, and these signs very bluntly tell you that you can die. On top of that, there's a particularly direct message in some of these, literally saying, "What? I just watched it too." It shows that comment. I'm dead. Anyway, this is not very fun.
That's
Absolutely. Aerated water. Somehow, aerated water made its way on TikTok for like 10 minutes. Allow you to enjoy that government and its governments. So, I'll actually enjoy the beach. And then we go. Set. Let's go.
Switch to Google Fi Wireless, the only phone plan built by Sprint to get $8 per month. Our unlimited standard plan. Enjoy the free month of data, calls, and texts. Plus, 25 gig iPhone tethering per month for each month. And full connectivity for select smartphones. 500 vendor from Fi Wireless. Switch to
Aerated water. I'm not sure. So, funnily enough, I can throw an average water weight aerated water is like 9 I think it's got Fatal Accidents section. Much like the stretch of highway in Missouri we discussed, there are tons of signs all over the world dedicated to particularly dangerous corridors on the road. This user, who I'm assuming is Czech based on their name, and that I found the exact sign they were talking about, mentioned a sign which shows exactly that. This sign, with two depictions of the glittering purple thing that looks like a scimitar, is an official sign of the Czech Republic which is used to denote these potentially dangerous areas. The message reads, "Attention, section of fatal accidents." There's also a similar sign with slightly different readers. This one isn't too out of the ordinary, but it would definitely capture my attention if I were driving by. Come home alive. showing could be what they saw. There are lots of signs in the Australian outback that can be really off-putting because they emphasize just how vast and empty these areas are and how difficult it is for help to arrive. There are a bunch of these signs which say, "Please arrive alive," which is what I think he was talking about. There are also some like this one here, which literally just show an empty road in an infinite expanse, asking, "You know how long it would take for help." I honestly appreciate this messaging. I'm not Australian, but I'm sure lots of tourists head over for trips to the outback, water and stuff, and these messages hopefully convince them to maybe turn around and get supplies, or at least tell other people
I'll
they
be
are going.
thinking of you.
Technical
You're my
only.
wonderlight.
The technical
While
only
the
sign
sun
caught my attention by simply is a pretty interesting one. These
and
signs
the
can be
wind
found
in
in
the
Presto,
trees.
in Colorado.
I'll
The
be
name of the
thinking
technical
of
name,
you.
and I had looked this up, is that the
You're
specific
the
climbing
girl
route
for
needs to be
me.
followed to the T, as
I
stepping off of it, even
know
for just a bit,
that
can
we'll
land you
meet
in a treacherous
again
situation with cliffs that
some
are
bright
impossible to
sunny
get out.
day.
Just looking at a
Till
few pictures of the
then,
spot, I
I'll
absolutely understand.
remember that kiss
It
we
doesn't
stole
look like
before
a
I went
climb,
away.
but these jagged
So
edges are
every
just
morning when I
what
wake
I found
up,
off-putting about these signs is that they
I'm
seem
not
to speak to the
feeling so
advanced climber,
blue,
a warning for
'cause
confident
I'll
and
be
adventurous per
thinking
se.
of you.
It's a sign for people who already did the easy stuff. Brought sunscreen, water, a map. It's meant
Just
to tell you that
thinking of
even if you do know what you're
you.
doing, veering off the path is a very bad idea. Also, people do die here all the time, and it makes sense that at least some of those deaths could be attributed to people leaving them out. Sand Dune Rescue. This entry was suggested by Martha Anastasia and comes from the many sand dunes in Michigan. A ton of people, naturally, walk or slide down these dunes for fun and then can't get back up. You might wonder why they can't do that until you see an image of some of them from the backside, and it makes a little bit more sense. As some people have pointed out on this post here, a ton of these dunes are long walks from the parking lot, upwards of 30 minutes in some cases. So if you're coming out here for fun in the summertime and then get stuck and start to make your way up, you're potentially already really dehydrated and now for earlier in the day. There are a couple of variations of this sign, and the funniest to me are the ones which emphasize the rescue cost being $3,000. I guess the government got tired of fishing people out of the water. Here's a shot from Google Maps showing the bottom. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but maps love this out there. But I'm also 22 years old and pretty fit. I can maybe get down. I can imagine coming down here with kids or whatever and they're passing out back up. It's things like this that I think it's just fun. Yeah, I wanted to share this with you. Sandstorm. In native sand, we're going to talk about the sandstorm signs. I got the idea from this intro this year. I mentioned seeing some there are a ton of these, and I'll just show a couple. I think I finally figured out why these signs bother me so much. They're very similar to the fire danger signs I talked about in the last video, where you're in a big town or whatever, there's this sign that talks about fire danger.